Today I'm working with the Grace mini quilting frame, and I'm going to show you how we can put on our sewing machine and a quilt and be ready to quilt within minutes. So this frame has come out the box and it has honestly taken 6 screws to put this together. It's a very light frame, so we're able to move it from place to place around our sewing room. This back bar here is connected by these 2 screws, so I'm just going to undo those and release the bar. Okay, then I'm going to place on our carriages. So I've got our base carriage here, which that is just going to sit on those 2 runners, and then I've got an upper carriage which has got the handles for me to be able to move my machine, and that again is just going to sit on those runners. So that has got my front to back movement, and then the base carriage has got the left to right. Next I need to place my sewing machine on. So today I've got a banana, and I am just going to place that as flush as I can to the front of this carriage, okay, and then secure it into place with those 2 locks. Next I'm going to put the bar back through the throat space of the sewing machine and just secure that into place. Okay, this here, you've got 4 screws on either, 2 screws on either side of the frame. These are for the adjustment of your sewing machine. So if you were using a Janome or a Brother, they might be a bit larger than this here. So you can adjust the height of that frame to match what machine you are using. What you want to be able to do is just get your fingers under the bar here. So I'm actually going to heighten mine up for this banana. So I am just going to undo all 4 ever so slightly. And then you just lift that up to the number it needs to be, and obviously every number needs to be the same on each one. So for this particular machine, they are all going up to 5. There we go. So I can just get the tip of my finger now between the base of the sewing machine and the actual bar here of the frame. So that is my machine all set up and ready to go. All I need now is my quilt. So I'm going to place my quilt on. I'm going to lift my foot up of my machine and get that all underneath there. With the clips then that you get with the frame, you have 2 different sizes. So you have 2 larger ones and 4 smaller ones. So the larger ones go up the back, and I always place these on first. So what I want to do with these clips, okay, my first reaction is to push them straight down here, but I am actually going to go from the back and slide them on and then turn them forward. So the writing is facing up, but I start with them going on the back first, so sort of the back of the machine, and then bring them forward. Same on the front then, so I'm going to pull my quilt so it's nice and taut. With this clip at the front then, I am going so it's facing me, and I'm going to slide that over and clip that into place. And it's just to hold and support our quilt in nicely. So I'm just going to move that a touch just so you can see that here. So I've got my 3 layers of my quilt, opening that over there, and it will just slide and fix into place. On the side here, just so you can see it in full, your bars have got these extra little ridges on, okay? I don't want to go directly over the top of that. I want to go to the side, slide in one end, and then the other end will follow, okay? All the excess quilt that I've now got, at the back I do have some bungee straps which will bring up the excess, and they just hook in to the side of your clip. At the front as well, I've got a lot of excess here because I haven't quilted that bit yet. So I'm just going to roll that up, and I've got these clips again, they're the same as what are on the back, and they're just going to hold that excess quilt out of the way for me. Everything on the side then can just drape onto my table. Lower my foot, I've then got the handles underneath and I'm ready to quilt.